Good morning, dear students. A very warm welcome to all of you. I am Srikant Gorentla. Our Pharma Times channel completed first anniversary uh, on 12 January 2022. I think this session will be the best gift for my subscribers. The title of the session is Genesis Career Development for Freshers. Our honorable speaker is Mr. Dhani Patel, habit coach and corporate trainer. He was completed MBA from XIMB, Bhubaneswar, Orissa. He has a huge experience of 540 plus sessions for corporates and 120 plus sessions for students. He has a corporate portfolio of Sun Pharma, Lupin, Sony, etc. I am adding our sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Shrikant.
Uh, Please hand over this session. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for this warm welcome, Shrikant. And first and foremost, wish you congratulations for having helped our students and creating a wonderful platform for pharmaceutical aspirants. That's a phenomenal effort that you have put in. And without further ado, let's take a kickstart in the session. I'm going to share my screen with everyone.
Thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes. So I hope the screen is visible to all our participants now. And what I would like all of us to focus on is this one very important point. As freshers, as somebody right out of college, we just jump into the corporate world thinking we'll do great big things in life. We think in school we have survived, um, then there was college, then we don't even realize there is a bigger and badder monster out there in the name of the job, and your lifetime of vacation is over in college. But do you think the troubles and the problems of life will be over? Not really. There'll be one thing after another and another. So the point of this humorous slide is never give up, always have dreams, keep chasing the right things in your life. And as this one slide, one very important introduction to the skills of the future that you will need, each and every one of you will need, whether you are in pharmaceuticals or in engineering, is this: you will always have your technical skills. You will always have questions for Shrikant sir, asking which skill in pharmaceutical should I go, in pharmacokinetics should I go, in all the other analytical branches or formulation branches later. All that you will eventually figure out. But what most people forget to focus on is the life skills, the behavioral skills. After a point of time in a career, how good you are at your technical matters less, and your career growth and progress with respect to how you have behaved with people, what kind of relationship you have formed, what is the value addition you give to corporates, matters far more. And that, my friends, is the focus I want all of you to have right from day one in an organization. I will today share with you all the things I wished I knew before my 10-year career in the corporate world and 5 years of business in the last 15 years. I will share with you the small things. See, life in a corporate is not great big things done once a year at time of appraisal. It is all the small finer elements of business etiquette, of communication, of forming bonds of relationship with your managers, your peers, your colleagues, how to have good team building. All these things will matter. And right from day one, how to create a good impression, how to kickstart a wonderful career, and how to stay on track and not get sidetracked by all the distractions of life is something we'll talk about today. Look at the list of 10 skills in front of you. Innovation, Active learning and learning strategies. My friends, after college, your learning has not stopped, it has just begun. That is the second most important skill in the world. And what every manager needs from a fresher is for you to have an open mind to learn. Please understand, what they have taken you in for is your potential. It is not your technical capability as on today. You are going to come in the job and they will be teaching you what you are supposed to be doing. What they want from you is a learning mindset. What they want from you is your openness and willingness to learn the smallest of things to the largest of things. And do you think, my friends, somebody will come and give you or spoon feed you any more knowledge? Will somebody say, come on, let's learn this today. Let me help you operate an HPLC machine today. High performance liquid chromatography. My friends, in the pharmaceutical world, while the use of HPLC is very common, very few skilled people are there who actually know the in and out of how to operate it. You have to learn. You have to take the initiative. Nobody will pull your hand anymore and say, let's learn this, let's learn that. That is how you grow. Every person will be looking forward to their own growth. They will not be bothered with your growth. You are the only single responsible person, and we'll talk about responsibility today. It is up to you to start learning again in the direction of career growth. It is up to you to solve problems, because that is how you add value. Why will why will any organization promote you when you have given in value far more to the organization than you receive? And it can be done in only two ways: innovate and take the organization forward, which is not what a fresher is supposed to do. A fresher is supposed to innovate maybe after 5 years, after 2 years, after understanding everything about the organization, understanding the culture of the organization, understanding the people, learning to work with people. So, my friends, well, all these skills of logical reasoning, of ability to take initiative, ultimately, eventually, after 10 years, positions of leadership, all that will not matter if you have not taken the first step of openness to learn. And if you grasp this one very important point, our session is a success right now. And with these words, I move ahead with this beautiful statement. Gone is the time when there was illiteracy in the name of somebody not being able to read or not being able to write. Today, illiteracy means somebody who is unwilling to learn, unwilling to unlearn the things that that person thinks is correct, and unwilling to relearn what is necessary in that organization, in that time and age. And with that, I ask you this one very important question: what do you want to do in life? Never lose focus. At any given point of time in life, we as human beings need happiness, respect. Everybody needs money. Today's generation needs a wonderful lifestyle. And health will come later on when you actually lack health. Today, you won't understand the importance of that. And what I want to inform you is this: when I ask the young generation, the people in the college, what do you want in life? They have hundreds of dreams. Those dreams die after they enter a corporate world, and they get trapped in the loop of daily life, in the routine. My friends, when I ask this question to people who are 45 years old, 50 years old, they don't remember the last time they asked themselves this question. It is that important. And if they don't know what they want to do in life, they have been living a purposeless life after college. My friends, don't fall into this trap. Always, every day, ask yourself, what do you want from life? What do you want from 2022? Hmm? What do you want to do in the next 6 months? What do you want to do today. N- Always remember the most important question which gives you purpose, drives you forward. Don't forget to ask this question. Like all the other corporate gentlemen and women I meet who have forgotten to ask themselves this question. And remember, whatever I we exchange as information today, choose one and implement it in your life and career. Change your life and career from this moment onwards, because it is only when you want to do something, when you have a purpose to do something, does your energy, does your passion flow. If you get stuck into this mindset of I have to do this, I have to follow my boss's orders, hmm, you are living a life of compulsion. No, move to this, I want to do this. I have taken a job here to succeed, so I want to do the things, difficult things necessary to succeed. Your entire energy will change the moment your mindset shifts from I have to do this to I want to do this. Listen to this one very wonderful video clip by Sadhguru, and you'll understand the meaning of doing the things that matter to you.
See, if you're postponing something, you're obviously doing something that you don't want to do. If there is something that you really want to do, will you postpone it or prepone it? Hello? Do you see somebody is waiting for someone they badly want to see? Only 10 minutes. In the 10 minutes, they'll look at the watch 25 times. Why? They want to prepone it. You're doing something that you don't want to do, so you want to postpone it. I'm asking, why the hell are you doing something that you don't want to do? No, because if I do this, I will get that, I will get that. That's not the point. There's nothing to get in this life. There's really nothing to get in this life. Either you lived this life in a profound and intense manner, or you did not. What will you get in the end? So, in the end, what will happen to you and me? They will either bury us or burn us. That's all will happen in the end. You think something else, they'll give you a prize? Nothing will happen in the end. Only thing is the process of life. How wonderfully did you live? That's all there is. So if you are doing something really wonderful, do you want to prepone it or postpone it? Huh? Prepone only. So you must find what is it that you really want to do. If you find that one thing, you will always prepone everything, not postpone.
This is the right time in your life, an opportunity to choose a career where you get to do what you want to do, right? And that needs your ability to respond, which is responsibility, your ability to respond. And response means what? Action. Please realize the only way to grow in your career is to change the way you work and take action. Because if you get set doing the same things every day and you expect wonderful results to come out of it year on year, that's not going to happen, because you are not changing. And if you're not changing, rest assured, the equation of your life will continue to throw the same output year on year if you have not changed or upgraded yourself. And when I talk of responsibility, do you think it's easy? Let's take a sample. Look at how responsibility really works. The person in the shorts, the champion, who is us, will now face responsibility as the opponent.
Now, entering the ring, the champion, Tiny Irish Bob Murphy. Don't go away. Who's he?
Responsibilities are never going to be small, they are always going to be challenging. And that is what you need to cross if you need career success right from day one. Give me an example of any person in the whole world who has gone ahead in career without taking responsibility. There is not a single person. And then I wonder, the hundreds and thousands and millions of people who work in jobs, why do they run away from responsibility? Why do they think when a manager comes and gives work, I have to wait for the manager to come and give work? Because when you go into your first job, I had a friend who taught me the wrong things, and I'm sure there'll be a senior or a friend of yours who will teach you the wrong things. For example, oh, you're finished with your work. Let's go and have a tea. Let's go have a cup of coffee. Wait for the manager to come and give you more work. Till then, have a good time, right? Don't why are you going to the manager? He'll overburden you with work. You know, there's a joke in English. The reward for good work is more work, and this is where people become afraid. This is where people think my manager is out to get me, my manager is overburdening me. This is this so much of work I'm not able to handle, and people give up. People start giving up, people start going and having coffee, people forget to realize career growth does not happen without taking responsibility, not waiting for it. And still people are in that loop of waiting for responsibility, not going and taking it. So my friends, as freshers, I have this very sincere uh, secret of success given to you. Do your job well, do it in the required time period, and go and take more responsibility. That is the only way you grow. That is the only way, and there is no person who has grown without asking for more. You will have to ask for more. You'll have to become capable of your current responsibilities, and then you will have to ask for more. Nobody has grown in our career, and nobody has got a promotion on a silver platter. You'll have to prove yourself worthy and then ask for more, right? If you realize that, then you have realized one very important thing. There's a difference between what a job is, and there's a difference between what a career is. A job is a 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. What you do between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. is your job. But what you do 24/7 for your entire life, in your personal time also and professional time also, is what you call as a career, something that you create for yourself. And career knows no boundaries of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We think, if I need to read, if I need to study, if I need to upgrade myself, I have to do everything in 9 to 6. After that, it's my personal time. I'll enjoy it. I'll take a break. There are no breaks in life. It's a psychological creation. Personal time, professional time, work life balance. Do you think work is not life? It's a whole single piece of life. So don't create psychological diversions. You have to grow in your career, not your job. The knowledge that you gain at 8 a.m. or 7 or 9 p.m. in the night, when you study, when you read journal articles, when you keep investing in yourself, that is going to take you forward. Not the work you literally do in 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It is how you are going to upgrade. It is how you are going to learn by reading in books how to maintain relationships, how to influence people, how to be a good leader, how to be a good communicator. So keep investing in your life, your career, your knowledge, your capabilities, no matter where you go in each and every job. You are not going to change jobs because you are not able to achieve success at one place. The story will repeat in the next job and the next job. Your knowledge should continue adding value in the next job also. That is how you build a career. So keep learning. right? And please do not consider your career as something you do between 9 to 6 anymore. Your entire life is career building. Learning doesn't stop before 9 or after 6. For example, let me give you an example. One of the very famous speakers in today's age is Sanjay Raval, and he is a person who created himself from scratch. What he did, he started with a 400 rupees per month salary. His first salary, he was poor. He did not come from any well established family, not educated, mind you, like all of us. He started with a salary of 400 rupees per month, but the return he gave to the organization is worth 4,000 rupees per month. He used to work extra, used to work extra hard, used to take more and more responsibilities. And people asked him, why are you working so much? Somebody in your organization will teach you why are you working so much, and then you will start getting complacent. He answered, Sanjay Rawal answered, I am giving 4,000 rupees worth of work in return for a 400 rupees salary. That 3,600 rupees is getting deposited in my future. I am not earning it today. It is getting deposited in my future, right? So, this is what we'll do. Um, it's a wonderful morning. It's a chilly morning actually. So you see, my attire in a sweater, and yes, I understand you might already have a few questions. So what we shall do is let this duration of around 50 minutes get over, and then you will be free to ask your own questions, which we will answer in the chat window. Now, taking this forward, please remember there are three essential things that you can do. Invest your time, and we have just spoken about time. It's not 9 to 6, it is your entire life. We have spoken about upgrading your skills, and we have also spoken about upgrading your knowledge. Knowledge is what will really drive your career. Forget office politics, forget the gossips that will go around, forget all the negativity that you will see. The youthfulness of college getting converted into competitiveness. As long as you focus on gaining knowledge and keep improving yourself and doing the work and learning, you will continue to grow. Never forget this success secret, because today's generation, especially in pharmaceuticals, depends upon two things: quickly mastering difficult things. And it's not only in gaining skills, it is about ability to produce results also, because the results that you produce as a pharmaceutical expert in formulations or analytical or any other branch, it will not matter unless you produce results. So in both terms of quality and speed, if you need to thrive, you need to produce, and the skill to generate that is deep work. Let me share a few words about deep work, and then we move towards nearly the end of our session today. Distraction free concentration that pushes your capabilities to the limit. Two essential requirements: distraction free environment. The world is full of distractions. You are going to face your colleagues, gossips, colleague interruptions, phone call interruptions, plenty of interruptions you are going to face. No longer you are going to get a time where you sit alone in a room and study for your exams. Those days are gone now. So you have to push your capabilities to the maximum, which means take stress. Take the right amount of stress, because your best work of your life and career comes out in the Goldilocks zone. That is right outside your comfort zone, but not with a too much pressure where you break down, right? Stress is necessary. The point is, for deep work, you need to be outside your comfort zone, just outside your comfort zone, which is where your best work will come out. And the second is distraction free work. So let us take a look at the opposite end of the spectrum. You will be asked to go and get a Xerox, a photocopy for your boss. You will be asked to do tasks which are routine, repetitive, doesn't use your mind. That's okay. For the first year and the second year, do those tasks. Completely alright. But keep learning. In the background, keep learning. Hmm? There are some necessary evils you will be asked to do, labor jobs you will be asked to do as a fresher. Do them openly, do them well. Prove your performance even in those tasks. Hmm? And eventually, you will come out of this shallow work and start focusing into deep work. Be very, very careful about disturbances because they harm your focus and your ability to produce results. You get disturbed by 5 minutes into conversations, your focus doesn't immediately return. There's a research that says it takes 23 minutes to regain your focus, and every 6 minutes we are disturbed. So you have to somehow in the corporate world learn to protect your time and your focus to do the work that is essential and required by the organization and not other things. There's another thing that will happen with all of us. All the happy times that we have spent in college will slowly start getting converted into serious talks. And we will soon be, how do I put this? We'll soon be dependent upon our personal time, which is after 6 p.m. time, to stay happy. But here is what I ask of you. If you are going to spend time at the office more than the time at home, and there's this one single life, there is no work and there is no personal life separate, why would we expect to be happy only in 4 or 5 hours of personal time? Why would we expect to be serious only serious in the work time, which is the major chunk of your life going ahead? Office is where you will spend most of your time. It's like a second home. You you are the only person responsible to stay happy. You are the only person. Don't blame your boss. Never blame circumstances for what you are, how you are feeling. So you have to figure out how to stay happy at the workplace also. People forget this. People forget this essential element, and their productivity, their efficiency, everything gets killed. You have to figure out a way to stay happy through your entire life, including at office. Don't forget that. Don't depend on only 4 hours of personal time to stay happy. Figure out the answer yourself. Now, there's something very important I would like to share, which will determine your performance in your career. And this is coming out of research from 20 years across 400 organizations and more than 50,000 teams, not people, 50,000 teams. This list in order of priority is what really matters for your success, for your performance. First and foremost is clarity of what is expected at work. You will soon realize the moment you get step into the corporate world that what was expected and what is being asked of you on a daily basis, two different things. Hmm? It is no longer clear what you are supposed to do. uh, uh, your maybe appraisal will happen on a separate topic, and whatever you have done in the rest of the year will be totally different. So the most important predictor of success and performance is clarity on what you have to do at work. If you are not clear, and trust me, thousands and thousands of people are not clear on what they are supposed to do. They just come to office, do their work asked of them on that day, and then leave. Get that clarity. How to get that clarity is what I explain immediately after this. Second is the resources necessary which the organization will provide. Third is your strengths. Tell me, what is going to give you job satisfaction? Working on your weaknesses, something that you're not good at, or working on your strengths, something that you really love, something that is your passion area? Of course, strengths. So remember this always. It is by focusing on strengths that you generate performance and results which will lead to promotions and career growth. Weakness is like a bottom line. You don't need to make a strength out of a weakness. Hmm? Weakness, when found as a weakness, just needs to be improved enough such that it doesn't become a restriction in growth, such that nobody comes up and says, hey, you are really bad at this. Just improve it a little bit, because your satisfaction and growth is not going to come from something you are already bad at. Your growth and your career is going to be built on something you are really good at. So the third most important predictor of success is you get the opportunity to do what you are best at, and do that every single day. Please remember these three essential points. The rest of course are on the screen. Maybe go back in the video after the live session is over and look at them, or research Gallup Q12, 12 very important points and predictors of performance. I will have you focus on point number 10. Have a best friend at work. Having somebody who is close to you, who cares about you, build friendships. Look at point number 9. Associates and fellow employees committed to do quality work. Look at point number 7. Your opinions seem to matter. Look at point number 5 and 6. Somebody there to encourage you, somebody there to care for you. What are all these points built on? Your ability to build relationships. It doesn't matter whether you are an extrovert or introvert. You have to build a positive rapport, first and foremost, with your colleagues and your manager. Hmm? Get to know them, right? Go out with them on lunch. Uh, with your boss, ask them, what does your boss expect from you? Get clear with them regularly. And I assure you, my friends, this rarely happens in organizations where managers come and ask you, क्या चल रहा है, कैसा चल रहा है, how are things going. No, it is your responsibility. Hmm? For your own career growth, you have to go and talk to the manager, maybe every once a month. Otherwise you'll get a surprise at the end of 6 months or 1 year. I have worked so hard to the best of my ability, and you are saying that this was not what was expected. So you could have told me earlier what was expected. In Deloitte, which is the world's leading consulting organization, what they do is every week they just touch base with their manager for 2 minutes, 5 minutes on what is expected in that week, what great work looks like, meaning how well do you have to perform. If you know what the manager is expecting as great performance from you, you'll be able to perform on that point. And then how you can do your best work. So that is the trinity of purpose. Always have a purpose, what is expected, and working on your strengths. Do this, your career, the beginning of your career will be phenomenal and fantastic, right? Always ask yourself two questions at the start of your career. What is it that you are already doing well, which is being appreciated? That's your strength, build on it. And what are the things that are not going too well, that you need to change, that you need to do differently? And this is known as the very famous feedback process of plus delta. Ask yourself these questions. Ask your managers once a month or once a quarter, every 3 months, these two basic questions, right? Now, finally, the one thing that I would like to share with you is this. We will think that success is supposed to come linearly. You put in hard work, and you should be, aspirations are I should be promoted the very next year, because we will all work very hard. But success doesn't work that way. Career progress doesn't work that way. It works like this arc, this curve that you see on the screen. Hmm? Our efforts, just like Sanjay Raval's 400 rupees versus 4,000 rupees worth of effort, Please remember those 3600 rupees will keep accruing in the future. Until then, you will go through a valley of disappointment. Be ready for the first 2 3 years to undergo disappointment and still keep giving efforts. There's this very famous story about the Chinese bamboo tree, with which I will end and then hand it over to Shrikant and then open it up for questions and answers. A farmer in China trying to grow a Chinese bamboo puts the seed inside the pit that is dug and starts watering it 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, 2 month. And generally, ordinarily, we would expect a plant to grow in say what 6 months. But the Chinese bamboo tree doesn't go grow in 6 months. And patiently and caringly, patience and caring both, the farmer keeps giving it water for 1 year, and still the bamboo doesn't rise. For 2 years, and there is no sign of the bamboo. Any person in this situation would be giving up. Oh, the seed has not taken, seed is not growing. There's no plant coming out. But this farmer keeps giving it nutrition and water the third year till the fourth year, which is when, for the first time at the end of 4 years, a shoot appears. And when the shoot of the Chinese bamboo appears at the end of 4 hard years of patience and persistence and not giving up, it rises and shoots up rapidly to a height of 100 feet, 30 meters, in just a matter of few weeks. In just a matter of 4 to 8 weeks, it rises to that height. And that is how success will be for us. Be patient, be persistent, give your best, and never give up. And with these words, I end this journey for freshers for today. I wish you all the best for your career ahead. And Shrikant, I hand this back over to you.
Thank you, sir. Excellent session for freshers. Really, really, it will what to say. Really, it will effective session. Dear students, if you have any questions related to career development, please ask your doubts or questions below this video. Sir will answer your all questions. Okay. Thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shrikant. And we'll wait for the questions to come in and answer them. Thank you all.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Bye bye. Have a nice day.